hopefully you guys are doing well. Just wanted to kind of give you guys a quick update here. I did receive a few, recommendations that you guys wanted to see another one of these Fathom note takers and one of these live closing call breakdowns on calls that I could have, or I guess like just analyzing calls I could have done better on and analyzing calls I, essentially are showing you guys on what to actually do in these specific calls. So, without further ado, honestly, I don't want to waste any more time here. Let's just get pretty much straight into it. And I will be, if you guys haven't seen my other videos, I will be stopping in between, just kind of pausing to kind of let you guys know that, hey, this is a really good point that I made. Hey, this is something that you guys can do to kind of fix if you guys are having these bad behaviors and habits. So let's pretty much just get straight into it here.
Can you hear me all right? I think you're on mute here, Mark. Can't really hear you. Here, give me a quick second here.
This meeting is being recorded.
Now, disclaimer, currently it is July 15. Oops. Okay, I don't know why that went off. But yeah, currently it is July 15. I took this meeting February 3rd of this year. So it has been about 4 or 5 months now. So obviously I have learned a lot more in the past 4 or 5 months. So I just want to let you guys know that this was kind of a while ago, which isn't really, but still, it's some time.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
All right. Remind me, what's your service?
Sure. So we essentially, I believe one of my colleagues have reached out to you, I believe 2 or 3 days.
Right off the bat, he asks, what's my service? So that pretty much means he hasn't watched any of the videos before the call itself, which is kind of a red flag, mentioning that, I believe my setters had told him to watch the video, and he hasn't even done the simple job of taking 5 minutes to watch a video before jumping on the call. So that's kind of a red flag right off the bat.
To go, I believe this is, we essentially implement systems to be able to help you obviously streamline more bookkeepings and more appointments on the calendar. Let me see here. I believe I have it.
Can I let him know I don't really need that service? I'm mostly looking for lead generation.
See, so he right off the bat now he also said that he doesn't really need the service. He's just looking for more lead generation. So now I believe that is something that I should have pointed towards. But we'll see if I did or not.
Which I think he said is something you guys don't necessarily do or focus on.
We do lead
Because I literally get like maybe 5 calls a week. And I book personally because I know how the crews work and locations and all that stuff.
Yeah, so just to give you some clarification, we don't sell leads. Obviously, we don't sell leads, right? I mean, there's other companies that sell you leads. We don't sell leads. Everything that we do here
is not selling leads, but more like a lead
generating. Correct.
Yeah, or lead generating, basically, some sort.
That's correct. So we essentially have systems in place to be able to make sure that we generate leads for you, right? Whether that's paid ads, I'm not too sure if you are running paid ads, correct? I believe you are.
No, you know what? Big ads is one of my biggest financial losses. All of them.
I see.
Yeah, I've never had that work yet.
Yeah, I mean,
actually, never correct that. When Google Ads first came out, that first whatever couple years, it was awesome. You could just throw it out there, and then you start a business in a different city. And now it's a good way to get a lot of spam calls and pay a lot of money for a lot of spam calls.
Yeah, 100%. So I mean, how often do you get those spam calls coming in? I mean, it's pretty often, right?
Well, I don't pay for ads anymore because the whole thing has just been the total freaking financial shit show on that end. I basically just make sure my Google SEO company and I stay on top of that, and that's it. Be there when they're looking for you.
Okay, yeah, 100%. So here's the deal, right? I mean, just want to give you some clarity here. I know, obviously, before we dive in, we have about like 20 to 30 minutes here. I believe my colleague had mentioned that it was going to be around like 20, 30 minutes max. So pretty much, right, today, obviously, the goal of today's call is to be pretty simple, and it's to obviously understand your operations a little bit more clearly, see if we're even able.
Okay, so I kind of fucked up. I should have said this like right off the bat, like introduce myself and then just kind of go, honestly, not even introduce myself, just like literally just say this right off the bat, which I didn't. So that kind of made me lose a little bit of frame here, but at least I said it.
Help out on what you're looking to optimize and what you're looking to get to, right? And like I said, if it makes sense, we can definitely move forward. If not, we can definitely end off our meeting in good terms. If that makes sense, or if that sounds right.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, so what could you maybe just streamline it down to what your lead generation options are?
Yeah. So before I show you my screen here, right? I mean, what exactly are you doing in terms of bringing in leads? I know you said they're
good. This is what you should be doing. You shouldn't be doing everything that this guy says. You're not a fucking slave. So you should be asking him questions, but don't be asking him like unnecessary questions, if that makes sense.
It's actually only Google SEO, maps and organic. Making sure that my listing is good. Doing my regular blog post on the website and the Google business profile. That's all. That's really it. And that's the only thing I've had work over 25 years.
Oh, okay.
Not even all those either, actually. So occasionally that'll work.
Okay,
but nothing else has worked at all. Like I can't even think of a damn thing that's worked at all. I've done everything. So
you've pretty much done everything under the sun, but Google SEO has worked for you.
It's the only one that works.
Sure. Okay. And obviously, creating clients and referrals are also
The usual stuff, you know. Yeah, totally.
Okay, gotcha. So let me ask you this. I mean, are you handling a majority of this like yourself in terms of like just getting back
Yeah,
to
all of
the
it.
client? Really?
Yeah, totally. Because like I said, the client load's really minimal. That's really low key business, pretty easy.
Okay. Well, what's your goal here? I mean, is your goal to kind of like stay in the same place, or are you looking to obviously scale up? While
Yeah, scale up. I got to make up for lost revenue in the last couple of years because it's definitely scaled down, you know. But cautiously, because like I said, every marketing thing, I'll probably spend 60,000 in marketing over the years. It's zero for me, absolute zero. In fact, I've had some work negatively for me where, God, I did Facebook. I tried Facebook ads last year, and I got my first negative review in the history of my business from someone I didn't even freaking talk to. This crazy lady. So I paid a lot. I wasn't a lot of money either. But I paid money for about $300 for a negative review from a crazy lady I seriously didn't even talk to. It was freaking nuts. And I was like, oh, yeah, so I don't pay for ads.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, we've all been there. I mean, there's a lot of crazy people out there that just give you
big time.
I get you. So let me ask you this. I want to get some clarity. So I know you mentioned that your biggest thing right now is just to obviously generate more leads, right? How do you handle your leads? Like, let's say a lead comes in organically from Google, or let's say they come in.
I just take the call and talk to them, you know.
Okay, and then you manually put
them. Yeah, everyone calls. Occasionally they send emails. They mostly call.
Okay, they call and then you handle all the calls, right? Every single call that comes in.
Oh yeah, which is like seriously 5 a week or so. It's pretty low key.
Five a week.
Yeah, 5 calls a week, maybe 10.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe 10. But that's, you know, and I'm not going to get any calls really for not even 5 a week for the next few months because we're in a super off season, you know.
Okay, interesting. So let me ask you this. I mean, in terms of leads and clients per month, right? I mean, is there like a specific benchmark number you're trying to reach, or like one number of
No, just more. I can't set benchmarks. I have no control over that except for wasting money on marketing, you know.
Okay, I agree. Gotcha. And then well, I mean, just
like if I set the benchmark, I mean, how am I going to do that? Do exactly what I'm doing now, which is make sure I'm just doing the maintenance for the website and the Google business profile.
Gotcha. And you guys already have an optimized website, correct? Like where people can go into and
I got to get company for that. They've been awesome.
Okay, perfect. And then how many? I mean, I guess we can say like how many clients do you feel like you can roughly take on, like based on where you're at right now? You're bringing in 5.
I could double everything now. I just can't double Christmas lights, but I can double the window cleaning business. Because I'm down to a slow schedule for 1 crew as opposed to a decent schedule for 2 crews.
Okay, interesting. So you're bringing so just to get some context, 5 calls for both window cleaning and Christmas lights, or is it just strictly for window cleaning?
Just window cleaning. Christmas varies. It's mostly repeat clients, and most of those calls are probably, I would say, those wouldn't even be brand new calls either.
Okay.
5 calls for new people? Shoot, I don't know. Really, I mean, it really varies. It's, you know, right now nothing over across the board. You know, it's everywhere. So
yeah, 100%. So okay, so you can double that. So that's about like 10 more calls coming in for you at that point for window cleaning specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Do you feel like lead generation is like the lowest hanging fruit for you right now, or do you feel like there's other aspects of the business that's kind of like you're dealing with that could be better optimized? You think?
No, it's lead generation entirely. Like, yeah, nothing else. There's not enough of the other business to really do anything. It's so low key. What would I optimize for like 2 minutes of work? You know, yeah. I don't have a 4-hour work week. I got like an hour work week. You know.
Okay, yeah, 100%. So let's do this in here. I'll do my due diligence and I will share you my screen here. So let me know if you're able to see my screen here. Give me a quick second. All right, gotcha. So let me know when you're able to see this here.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, perfect. So this is essentially, obviously, just like an implementation roadmap of exactly what specifically you're looking to do, right? So obviously, there's other offers out there. Don't worry about that. Just specifically look at this. So,
cool.
Yeah, so like you mentioned, right? I mean, you've wasted thousands. You've burned money, like a lot of money on ads, and I totally get that. I mean, a lot of our clients that we've worked with before in the past have spent thousands on marketing, but they just didn't really have like a proven system to actually get to those leads and actually convert them into actual appointments, right? So other than that, right? I mean, what we can do is essentially not run ads for you, but essentially optimize your social media pages and just pretty much, obviously bring in leads.
Yeah, I'm not interested in social media pages and all. That's zero. That's like, I don't care about that at all. Not at least, not from a business. No, not at all.
So you're not doing any social media at all, like no Facebook, no LinkedIn, nothing?
No. That's, what is that? Like 1 person a year is going to see that? No, not for the business. Not in the least.
Okay, interesting. So everyone's pretty much like funneled into the website or either to a call in over to you then?
Yeah, like when you're looking for, like new clients, if they're looking for service, they're going to Google it, you know?
Okay. And then like, are you typically on the top of the SEO chain or like where do you?
Yeah, actually, top 2.
That's pretty solid. That's not bad. So typically with that being said, right, I mean, in terms of what we can do in terms of that lead generation is obviously you mentioned to me, right, obviously when a lead comes in, it typically goes into your website or typically it goes to you, right? And you mentioned that most of the appointments that you book on are just coming from calls, right? Like it's not like website, no forms being submitted, it's just pretty much all you handling calls?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Well, on that aspect, you want to make sure that you have other ways to actually bring in more clients, right? So obviously, maybe 5 calls can be, I guess, say 5 calls or 5 to 10 calls can be coming to you each week, right? Over to you. You want to make sure that you have other ways and other sources to also bring in leads as well. Let's say 10 calls are going to you, but let's say 10 leads are pretty much going onto your website, and you want to make sure that they convert into actual appointments, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. Do you have like an analytic? Like, give me a quick second here. What's your website so I can search it up? I just want to check.
WindowKingColorado.com.
WindowKingColorado.com.
Window King, Colorado.
This one, correct?
KING. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, do you typically get a lot? I see that you have a form here. Do you typically get a lot of people filling out this form and you connecting with them, or how exactly?
Yeah, I get a few on that. Yeah, it just goes to my email and you fill. Yeah.
Okay, it goes to your email. And is it like automatically like sending messages saying like hey, you filled out this form XYZ, and then
No, because I get like no auto response. Because maybe I get a few of those a week, maybe.
Okay, interesting. And then do you have automated responses as well when someone books on, like kind of like the cool client journey, or do that manually as well?
An automatic response for what?
For example, let's say someone books on your calendar, right? And do they use
they don't book on my calendar. I definitely don't have anyone book on my calendar. No, that would be a shit show.
Okay. Well, how do you exactly put them onto the calendar now, or how do you like?
Well, when I call them, they have to do it personally through me. Like I book I schedule it. I'm the scheduler, you know. That's all
Okay.
for me.
And do you have a scheduling? Do you have like a schedule, like a calendar, like you use Google Calendar to book them in, or how do
Oh
you
yeah, I have a Service Monster CRM.
Service Monster? Okay, perfect. And then what I mean by like automated messages is, does Service Monster have something where it's like they automatically, like, for example, right? I mean, like automated messages saying like, hey, we saw that you booked on, you know, you're good to go for 3 p.m. You know, MST.
So far, there's nothing too big that's kind of going on, so we should be good, all right, right now.
XYZ, right? Do you have like an automated message like that, or do you typically just?
You know, like if I don't need anything automated because I'm the one booking it, you know.
Well, I mean, it's essentially like reminding them, right? For example, let's say you know you book them in.
Oh yeah, like appointment reminder. Oh, you got an appointment coming up tomorrow.
That's correct.
You know what? I actually don't do that because they don't allow me to do that route specific, and I use a lot of the routes for organizing new clients and everything. So I actually don't do that. I don't do any automatic stuff.
Oh, really? So Service Monster, well, you can do it.
I'm not gonna lie, you know, I don't know if I kind of picked this up early on, but I guess, like, you know, obviously I was a little bit more, well, I'm much more knowledgeable now than I was back then, but, you know, it just seems like this guy is not a good fit for us. So probably trying to find a way to get off the call as soon as possible would be my best option for these types of clients.
Don't Service Monster, you just choose not to do that, right?
Yeah, choose not to do auto responses.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, in that terms of scenario, right? I mean, obviously, what we can do in terms of lead generation. I mean, like I said, we typically help you convert more leads by sending out those automated messages, right? For example, let's say someone goes onto the forum.
And another thing is, like, I feel like I'm doing a lot of the talking, so you just gotta make sure that, you know, you limit the talking, and you have to make sure that the other person talks more, the client, the lead, essentially.
Your website, and they fill it out, right? Instead of you always having to manually, right? Call them, or let's say they send you an email or send you a message, but you know, obviously sometimes you won't always be able to get to them, you know, as fast as possible, right? So you want to
but being 3 a week, that wouldn't be something I would pay for, you know. That's what wouldn't really benefit either one of us.
Which
one
one?
doesn't benefit me.
The speed to lead.
Like auto responses to people that email. Any auto responses to any leads. I don't have enough leads to make that worth my while, you know.
Yeah, 100%. So it's only really
But then you actually pay for that, you know.
Yeah, and that's not even just the thing that you're paying for, right? I mean, that's essentially a special, like that's like on top of what we are going to do to generate, right? Because you want to make sure that, I mean, at the end of the day, right, this business is, I mean, you've been in the business long enough, right? I mean, how long have you been in business for?
27 years.
Yeah, 20 years. So you've been in the business for long enough, right? So you know that this game is essentially speed to lead, right? Speed to clients. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if someone calls you and you happen to not pick up for some reason, most of the time you're just probably going to go to someone else, right? So you want to make sure that every lead that comes in that inquires you in the first place, you get to them as fast as possible, right? So that's why the and like the emails are in there.
And higher contact rate. You know, what if I have like,
correct.
I don't know my numbers around that, but people are on the website, and then what's the percentage that actually like call or message? You know,
yeah,
that would be my primary lead increase right there.
Correct. And then how do you handle like your pre-existing and refer?
And I'm not gonna lie, dude, like I deadass thought like sales was all about just like me speaking more than the other person and the other lead, but it really isn't. It's about the other person speaking more, getting a little more information, because now you're able to pinpoint what exactly you can kind of, gives you options to kind of pinpoint where you can go in the direction of, right? So if someone says this, blah blah blah, you can essentially pick and choose what option you want to go down, and then just kind of go from there.
Clients, like, do you have like a way to reach back out to them as well? For example, right?
Oh yeah, that pre-existing is not a problem.
Okay. Well, so let's say someone books on with you, and 3 months later they're just completely gone. Like there's no source of.
He already said the pre-existing is not a problem, so don't even touch upon that. Switch the subject.
Communication with them. Do you typically reach out back to them, or do you have like a sequence to?
I send a couple emails a year to people. I don't overdo it, you know. Just a 2 reminder emails a year.
Okay, interesting. I mean, just think about that, right? I mean, how much? I guess we can say like you've been in business for 27 years. I'm pretty sure that you have a surplus of amount of pre-existing clients just pretty much like in the depths of your calendar or your system, right? So I mean, just think about it.
Yeah. So I'm sending an email out to my entire client list every year.
Oh, so like an email blast essentially.
Yeah. I do email blasts a couple times a year.
I can either say, okay, well, tell me a little bit more about like how many actually converted, or I can probably just say some bullshit, which I probably did here.
Okay, but that's
which has been totally ineffective, actually. I mean, not totally, but minimally effective. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
and he said it's not even effective at all. Like 1%, not even 1% effective.
So you know, I'll send an email blast out a couple times a year, and maybe I get like five responses.
So it's just like, just to clarify, it's just like one time blast, right? It's not like ongoing. It's not like a newsletter where it's like every week.
No, I'm not gonna annoy these guys. No, 2 times a year, it's it.
Okay, interesting. Okay, well, I mean, what that means.
This also kind of tells me that he doesn't really care as well.
Right, I mean, that could be obviously a needle mover forward for you as well, right? In terms of generating more leads, because obviously there's, like you said, 27 years in business. There's got to be a surplus of leads and just clients that you've been working with that haven't booked back on the calendar, right? So that's what getting more leads. Obviously organic posting and just obviously optimizing. People that fill out a form on your website, we can essentially reach out to them as well in terms of that lead generation. Obviously, lead generation is like I wouldn't say is it's a key term in terms of like bringing more clients, right? But obviously, if you want to bring in more leads without spending a dime on ads, that's the best way. We've helped our clients essentially raise, I believe, we got a client that actually bumped up 20 plus appointments on his calendar, all organic, without spending a dime on ads, right? So
basically, with just his existing client base.
no, it's plus existing. It's, I mean, obviously you can say that it's also existing, but it's essentially new leads, right? For example, let's say
new leads, okay.
correct. So let's say, like, for example, right? I mean, if a new lead comes organically onto your website or calls you in general, right, and you're not able to get to that, we can essentially send out reminders and automated messages and emails saying like, hey, we saw you called, just obviously click on here, or if they're like anything in general that you need. So it's essentially keeping them in the loop, right? It's not like they call, you don't pick up, or they send you a message, you don't message them back. They go to a different person or a different provider, right? You want to make sure that they feel heard. You want to make sure that it's a little bit more personalized as well, right? So that's how it's a little bit more better to convert those leads without having to.
Right, but that would be something. I mean, there's got to be way more service than that, because I wouldn't pay for that, because the margin's pretty low and I rarely get any leads anyway. So
yeah,
I need those initial. I mean, we really need to. Now I don't care about responding current leads, because I need more leads.
Yeah,
that's the primary focus. If that can't happen, then there's no point in the other service. That one,
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, at the end of the day, right? I mean, with that being said, if you are, just to be quite frank with you, right? You mind if I give you a quick perspective on that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on that aspect, right? I mean, most clients.
That's good. Giving people a perspective and like recommendations and like just kind of going that route as well. But I feel like I could have handled this a little bit more way better.
That we worked with honestly thought they can get more leads by just doing everything organically, which you can. That's totally possible, right? And we have a client that's not paying a dime on ads, and they're able to convert more appointments on the calendar with them, right? Like I mentioned. But if your main goal is to just bombard yourself with more leads, more clients coming in, not only will that obviously, because I mean, you can't tell how many more clients you're able to get, right? I mean, if you're obviously running ads, or let's say you're just trying to convert more leads into your calendar organically, I mean, there's not like a benchmark, right? Like how I mentioned, right? I mean, there's not like a set benchmark on how many clients we're able to promise you, right? So it could be more, it could be like more than 50, it could be less than 5, but like at the end of the day, if it's more than 50, I mean, and you're only really getting like 5 to 10 clients, obviously calls per week, right? And you're getting 50 all of a sudden, and without the right systems in place, it's probably going to be a little bit more harder for you, right?
Oh yeah, totally. But I'd have to be able to make sure to generate those leads in the first place, which I've never been able to do with any company in 27 years.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like I said, I mean, there's other companies out there that just strictly do ads, and they run ads for you, and they just kind of leave it at that. But that's where our difference is, right? We're not just giving you we're not selling the service, right? What we're doing is providing the system. So obviously,
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, because it makes more sense that way. If I were to actually get a company like you guys that would generate the leads to have the auto responses to make sure I retain those leads. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, and that's exactly.
I got to make sure we can generate in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what we optimize for, right? I mean, obviously, it's not just like we just like launch ads for you. We just try to generate leads and just give you like. Sometimes there's a lot of weird leads and bad leads that other companies provide, right? So we don't want to leave it at that, right? We want to make sure that we filter out for bad leads, right? For example, like let's say a client only really want to do like 5. They only want to click like 5 windows clean, but you got to drop like 25, 30 miles out, right? Obviously, that's not a good lead. So we want to make sure that we filter out those leads. And
sounds like you'll be optimizing the ad intake.
I mean, we can. I mean, if you don't want to spend a dime on ads, you don't have to. We can do this all organically, and that's the reason why. Obviously, well, I mean, at the end of the day, obviously, that's not going to generate you as much leads as you opposed to actually setting up meta ads. Because obviously, with meta ads, you can generate more leads, and then obviously contact those leads right away with automated text and automated systems. But if you're looking to just do everything more organically, kind of, I wouldn't say the cheaper route, but I guess you can say the more cost-efficient route. Obviously, it's much more possible in terms of making sure that these systems reach out to those leads as fast as possible.
So it sounds like meta ads are the way to go more than like Google ads these days.
Yeah, to be honest, like if I give you perspective on that, it's honestly.
Which makes sense. That seems to be the field, because everyone's calling me up to do Facebook ads all the time.
Yeah, I mean that's them just run ads for you, right?
Yeah,
Literally running ads, and you've run ads before, right? So you know how it goes.
Yeah, that's right. I get that negative review, and it's a bullshit show.
Yeah,
a bunch of really crappy leads, because the ad runs like, hey, we'll do your windows for free, basically. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, the hell, man, that's a bullshit show.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, at the end of the day, right? I mean, you got to think about it. Google SEO is not dead, right? I mean, at the end of the day, like most of our clients are probably coming in and they're just searching up on Google, like window cleaning near me, and they come across you, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So obviously, with that being said as well, I mean, you want to make sure that still keep on doing what you're doing. I mean, if it's not broken, fix it, right? Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Correct. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, if you really want to generate more leads, it's either you can take 2 routes, right? Which is one, organically do everything yourself, but actually have systems in place. So it's like, I guess you can say like having a structure in place, right? For example, it's not like one specific service you need; it's like a system. For example, a client comes in, there's automated messages that goes through, emails. So it's kind of like a building block. You want to build out structures in your business to be able to get to those leads, right? Whether that's website, whether that's a phone call, whether if you miss a phone call, you want to make sure that you send out messages to them saying like, hey, we missed your call, and stuff like that, right? So yeah, there's only really, like, just to give you clarity, there's only really 2 routes you can really take in terms of generating more leads, or 3, I guess. 3 is just working with a different company and just getting pretty bad leads and just hoping for the best. But in terms of working with us, right, it's particularly 2 routes you can go, which is running paid ads again while being able to convert and actually have systems in place under that, or you could do it organically. Yeah, you can do it organically, but actually have structures and systems in place to, obviously reach out to more pre-existing clients and obviously, get more leads coming in, lead generation, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, like I said, I mean, obviously, this call, there's no commitment on this call, by the way. You don't have to be.
Oh yeah.
It's more so like a discovery, right? Just to see if we're able to help you out or not, right? Just this conversation, it seems like we are able to. But it really.
Yeah, it seems like let's explore the Facebook ads and auto response thing.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, right? If you do take the meta ads route again, right? It's typically best to at least spend $40 a day to be able to convert as much leads as possible, right? I believe our marketing team's really good at that. Where as long as you're able to at least spend 40 a day, you're able to. If believe, convert anywhere from 10 to 15 leads per day. And then obviously with the automated messaging and obviously the filtering out system that we create for you, you'll be able to probably convert 6 to 7 qualified appointments out of those 10 to 15 appointments or leads that come through.
If I remember correctly, isn't it like, God, like $10 a click though? You don't even $10 a lead on that on Facebook ads? No, maybe it depends. Man, I can't remember
It
now.
all depends, right? I mean, there's this client that I believe closed a commercial deal that we generated for them. I think it was a $6 commercial deal, and I think the cost per lead for that was, I believe, $7.65, around like $7 to $8. So it all depends, right? I mean, we can essentially help you create scripts and add.
So I mean, because the numbers wouldn't add up if it was like we were saying 20 to 30 leads a day, wouldn't even add up because if it's $7 or $8 each at the lower end, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's as loud. I mean that's pretty much our average, right? But if you want to put in more money, then yeah, obviously you'll get more than 20 to 30 leads.
Right. So $40 is really like just five leads a day, whether not even qualified ones, just five, you know.
No, not at all. I mean,
5 to 6.
It all depends, right? I mean, let's say this is like the same thing, right? Let's say you put $40 into like a bad advertisement. It's probably not going to convert more leads, right? But if you put $40 into a good one, right, then it's probably going to convert more leads. So it really depends on your ad and your script and your framework.
Right, but you said your usual average ads around $6 or $7 per lead.
If you put $40 in,
Yeah.
if you put more than but that's kind of like on average.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to help you create those ads and scripts and frameworks if you do take the meta ads route again, right? But if you don't, totally fine.
For meta ads, you guys I don't like to do sales or discounts on that because the margin's already kind of crappy for window cleaning.
Yeah, we don't do that, right? I mean, it's totally up to you, right? I mean, if you want promotions, we can add promotions on the ad. If you don't, totally fine. I mean, we have clients that don't really want to put in promotions because they don't think it's feasible, so you don't have to put that in. Everything is entirely up to you. Everything is customizable to exactly how you want it. We're just kind of like that middleman where we essentially build the building blocks for you to be able to get to the goal that you want to get to. That makes sense. We're like the middle.
Okay. Oh, they mentioned this like you guys are more like not an ongoing maintenance fee, but the initial setup fee. So like, oh, cool, here's your system, and deal with it. You know, is that something like that?
Yeah. So it's all one time, no monthly ongoing charges. The only monthly ongoing charges is probably your phone number, right? Because obviously we're gonna help you, set up a separate system to actually have a phone number, automate those texts and email blasts, right? So that phone number is probably like $1.15, and the other one as well is probably just paying for your meta ads. But to us, right, everything is just one time, no ongoing fees on our end. Everything is just going to you. So the phone number.
So what's the general price range for setting up? Here's your Facebook ad funnel with the auto response.
It really depends, right? I mean, just obviously with that being said, typically I can't really give you a price just because of more discovery, right? I got to talk to my developers, see what we can craft up for you, and see what we can do in terms of, building you out an implementation roadmap. So obviously with that being said, right, I mean, even if you do move forward with us, right, obviously you're still going to have world-class support, right? You're going to get a dedicated client success manager, making sure that you get as much results as possible. Obviously, have you heard of Slack before? Or is this the first time you've heard of Slack?
Slack, yeah. I haven't used it, but.
Yeah, Slack. So it's kind of like our communication space. So we'll have obviously our one-on-one Slack community channel for communications if you need anything. Obviously, once the investment's paid off, it's not like we're just going to give you the system and run off, right? It's more so like once the system is paid for it, because obviously everything here is obviously paid for itself, right? The investment pays for itself. We're still going to be communicating with you. Obviously, once the system's done, obviously, if you want to make little adjustments, we can do that for completely free. But if you want more adjustments towards it, we can definitely talk about that a little bit more in depth. But like I said, you're getting video updates and you're going to get bi-weekly update calls just to see that everything's going smooth and everything's not breaking in terms of systems, right? But yeah, I mean, that's essentially it in terms of that, right? Obviously, our action taker guarantee is more like we work for free until, you get the results that you need. And obviously, if you don't like what exactly is going on, then we pretty much cover all the extra costs, right? So that's actually in terms of like everything, in terms of what you're looking for, and from just based on this conversation, right? It doesn't seem like you need anything else. I mean, you're already using a CRM. That's good. Obviously, you're not getting as much volume in, which is obviously a lead generation problem. And you really don't need like an AI, call handler or scheduler because that's all you getting as much leads. So that's not really a problem you're facing. Maybe as time goes on, once you get a little bit more leads coming in, maybe that can be an add-on. But at the end of the day, don't worry about that. That's not something that you got to focus on, in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
Correct. So let's do this, right? With everything being said, the next step for us is to actually get on another follow-up call. So what I'll do is typically it takes us like a day or two for me to talk to my developers to pretty much craft you like your own unique client implementation roadmap, right? Obviously it's gonna be like tailored just to what you're looking for. Obviously our other clients have different things going on, so their client implementation roadmap is gonna be way different from what you're looking for, right? So the one I showed you right now is just kind of like the gist of it, so you can get some clarity on what we do here. So that's what we'll do, right? To give us like a day or two to create you like an implementation roadmap, because we want to be pretty diligent on that. So what we'll do is actually get on another call, like a follow-up call, for I believe this week or maybe later this week or maybe Saturday or anytime soon. So I'm actually looking at my calendar here, and before I schedule that in, Mark, what's your availability looking like? Like what's Thursday and Friday?
Actually more early next week again.
You want to do early next week? You want to shoot for Monday then?
Yeah, like a Tuesday. Tuesday. How's next Tuesday look?
Okay, what's going on Thursday and Friday for you at the moment?
I am out and about a lot the rest of this week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So give me a quick sec. Let me see if I do have Tuesday. And what about Monday? Monday doesn't work for you?
Monday may work.
I just want to be sure.
All right, so that might just be the end of the video, guys. I just wanted to let you guys know that this client right off the bat just didn't really seem like interested. So I shouldn't really have spent more than like 10 minutes on this call, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, we live and we learn. Just wanted to kind of let you guys know that this wasn't the best. So yeah, just kind of live and learn. We'll see what's kind of what we can do next. But other than that, guys, that might just be the end of the video. Like I mentioned, if you guys have any specific questions, if you guys want to see any other videos, feel free to let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.